Vamos a hablar del mejor deporte del mundo.
We're gonna call that the Hideki effect.
Gotta roast you out right quick before I let you go.
A cada puerco le llega esta noche buena. Dame mi examen que no se está comiendo.
Amores que matan. Can.
Shady, to say the least.
Lo que le dieron fue una falsa.
Yo espero que estés preparado para eso.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? Yeah, we talk about playoffs.
Call Sport Podcast.
Vamos a hablar del mejor deporte del mundo.
We're gonna call that the Hideki effect.
Gotta roast you out right quick before I let you go.
A cada puerco le llega esta noche buena. Dame mi examen que no se está comiendo.
Amores que matan. Can.
Shady, to say the least.
Lo que le dieron fue una falsa.
Yo espero que estés preparado para eso.
Playoffs? We talking about playoffs? Yeah, we talk about playoffs.
Call Sport Podcast.
La versatilidad de Wicon Sports, mi gente.
Está luciendo efectivo.
Setting a statement that yes, he is still dominating.
Tony no va a perder contra él.
Tengo un mensaje VIP.
Going for live to win it.
Pasito extra que te dan.
Ese pillo le robó el título.
Nolo boy, hashtag Red Cup.
Bienvenido a De la Mano con GI.
Pues eso fue lo que le dieron, papi, que eso.
Cambiaste la historia de la MLB.
Ajax le va a quitar el título a Bailey.
Already playing together.
El Blanca tiene una diferencia solamente de 18.
Cody va a recibir por el campeonato para Semer.
Two things can happen.
El público se va a ir triste.
Tune in and we're gonna hold you accountable for those 3 picks.
Así que tienen que apretar.
La versatilidad de Wicon Sports, mi gente.
Está luciendo efectivo.
Setting a statement that yes, he is still dominating.
Tony no va a perder contra él.
Tengo un mensaje VIP.
Going for live to win it.
Pasito extra que te dan.
Ese pillo le robó el título.
Nolo boy, hashtag Red Cup.
Bienvenido a De la Mano con GI.
Pues eso fue lo que le dieron, papi, que eso.
Cambiaste la historia de la MLB.
Ajax le va a quitar el título a Bailey.
Already playing together.
El Blanca tiene una diferencia solamente de 18.
Cody va a recibir por el campeonato para Semer.
Two things can happen.
El público se va a ir triste.
Tune in and we're gonna hold you accountable for those 3 picks.
Así que tienen que apretar.
Thank you for joining. My name is Nolo Boy, founder of We Call Sport Podcast, which our goal is to analyze each sport and share our personal opinions. But before we start, here you have a QR code where you can subscribe to our different programs. Currently, we have 5 programs, 2 on English, 3 on Spanish. Don't worry, we're bilingual. If you want to join a Spanish program, we adjust to you, okay? So on Mondays, in English, we call golf. I'll be joining Miguel to discuss the latest on the world of golf. On Tuesday, in Spanish, we call Sport Puerto Rico. Jay Salas will talk about sports in the island of Puerto Rico. On Wednesdays, in English, we call football. I'll be joining Hush X or special guests to bring you a week-by-week matchups until we get to the Super Bowl. On Thursday, in Spanish, the main cast, we call Sport Podcast. I will be joining G.I. Josh and Jandy to talk about MLB, NBA, and boxing. On Saturday, in Spanish, we call wrestling. The team of G.I. Josh, DJ, Jay Salas, and Hush X will bring you the latest and greatest on the world of wrestling. Hit like and share, and remember, we don't talk about it, we be about it. We don't talk about it, we be about it. We in the house. Let's go. We call football, baby boys. I'm out here today once again. I got my guests. By the way, my 2 guests, they're best friends. So Ronnie, how you doing today? You doing all right?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Hey, just making it happen. What's going on, Kareem? Talk to me, man. What's going on?
What's going on, man? How's it going? Good to see you again, Nolo.
Hey, you already know what's up.
As always, hello, sir. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
It's great. It's crazy to see. Hey, whenever they came out here, just a quick secret right quick between us. They came out here. They were like talking dashing each other like, yeah, wait until I get in the podcast. Yeah, so them boys, and the other one was, what about them Finns? Now we got him in here.
We're best friends until my Mavericks have to play his Thunder.
Oh yeah, that was something that was brought up, and he was rocking the shirt last time too. He said,
I was.
Yeah,
I saw that too, and I was like, wow.
I had to.
Thunder jersey during a
football podcast. I just had to. I had to make a point.
So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us today. Today, we're gonna bring you the playoffs. Obviously, playoffs. Yeah, playoffs. So we're gonna be talking about the playoffs, the rankings, and who sees who winning and who we got going to the Super Bowl. All right. We also gonna talk just a little bit of salt and pepper about the draft. We also gonna be talking about our personal, wonderful organization, obviously, and the disappointing season that we have. Because believe it or not, none of our organization, none of our teams made the playoffs. All right. So we don't have no playoff team here. The one that was going to come in with the only playoff team was going to be Hush X with the Lions. And he's not here. Hush, you probably going to be in here in the comments here soon. So I see you here soon. So in the comments right quick, I got my boy Jay Salas, the one that runs the We Call Sports Puerto Rico, bringing you the latest and greatest in sports in Puerto Rico. So if you want to check him out on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. All right. Hey, something else. If you want to know about what the hell's going on in the Caribbean, hit that guy. All right. So, all right, guys, without no further ado, let's jump into this. Who's gonna make the honors? Let's go with Finns. Ronnie, you want to make the honors? All right.
Why not?
All right. So, question that I got for you, Ronnie. As a matter of fact, let's just go ahead and jump on it right quick.
We call football.
All right, Ronnie. So, talk to me. I want to hear about what are your thoughts about the Tyreek Hill deuces walking off. I don't want to, I'm done with this organization kind of deal, the soap opera of Antonio Brown, if you may say, right? A lot of memes came out with Antonio Brown, but with his face and stuff like that, or whatever. What do you think about that? And then what do you think about the coaches, what they came out and said today?
So, I mean, honestly, he gave up. He gave up on the team. There's not really any excuses about it. I'm pretty pissed off about it. Just choosing not to play in the fourth quarter of the last game. It's not a team oriented. That's not a team oriented behavior in general. And the coaches not really knowing why he was not available. Even the commentators didn't know. And then after the game, he was just like, "I'm out," and you go back to when he was at the Chiefs, and then he came to the Dolphins, and he basically compared. And I know, I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'm not I'm not riding the Chiefs as much, but he basically believed in the team. He was like, "Hey, Tua is just as good as Mahomes," all that. And then you come out and in this last game, you end up just giving up on the team. It just, I'll be honest, he is a great player, but I wouldn't be mad if he didn't show up next year. If he got traded, if he doesn't get traded and he actually does show up and he plays great, But yeah, when I saw that, when I heard that, I was just like, this is insane. I have no words for it. So yeah, I'm pretty pissed off about that.
Yeah, it is. It's an unfortunate issue with him. I just hope that he doesn't turn to be another Antonio Brown case, right? So what you think about that, Kareem, about deuces and the walking out?
if I was a Dolphins fan and he wasn't on the team next year, I would be so mad. But I have to think what's best for my family and for my kids right now. Wink, wink, what he had said at that press conference. But like, man, like I would just say this: a lot of the top tier wide receivers do have an ego, and they do need their egos fed. The best of the best are like that. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm saying it's what's expected. Tyreek wanted to get paid. That's why he left Kansas City.
Exactly.
He went to Miami and got his pay. I mean, like, what else does he have left to?
Well, that's just the thing, right? I mean, he acted like it was because dysfunctional team or whatever the case is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he came. I like the player. Don't get me wrong. I say I'm going to be like I'm okay with him leaving because of like his antics. You know, he's a great player. He's top 5 wide receiver easy. My only concern is why if you didn't just come here for the money, then just play through it. Like if you came here if you believe in the team.
I kind of quietly think because he did have regression this year because Tua Tagovailoa went out, had concussion issues.
Yes,
and it seems to be the regular issue that keeps going on with Tua. And as a guy like Tyreek, either they need to invest in a better backup quarterback, which they haven't done. My team, the Cowboys, I could say the same thing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cooper Rush who held it down.
He did. But he hold it in now. He hold it. He got a W against the Bucks. He hold it in.
With all of that being said, Tyreek Hill, your next Washington Commander. You heard it here first. So
what? What?
I'm calling it right now. Tyreek to the Commanders. That's exactly what's going to happen. There's a new owner that's going to try to create a new identity, and that's a good young team. He could be that vet. Like they don't have wide receivers on that. I mean, they do have wide receivers, but like they don't have an elite top tier star wide receiver. And if you pair him with somebody like Jaden McDaniels or even like a CJ Stroud, somebody that just needs pieces to get over the top. Maybe your next Los Angeles Charger, he can go to her. But I really feel like this is definitely the move that the Commanders could make with new ownership and a new rookie quarterback. They'll piece him up with somebody like Tyreek or something. So yes, Tyreek Hill, your next Washington Commander.
Well, I hope Tariq is not watching this one, so because I'm being greedy because the Atlanta Falcons have been thrown in that mix too. Yeah. So I'm being a little bit greedy.
Phoenix,
Be ready for the antics. I'll tell you that.
Also,
you think he's coming back, Ronnie?
I mean, here's the thing. Look, he's like I said, I keep saying this. He's a great player. Internally, I will be a little upset because him leaving just makes us worse. It's really hard to replace someone like that. But at the end of the day, I truly believe in like the team game. It's just like get him out at this point. Just like if he's not going to play the last quarter, like just keep your mouth shut. And then if you don't like playing for the team, make moves in the offseason. Like
I think
that's what it is. I mean, you don't have to make a whole show out of it. That's why I'm a little, I'm also like, maybe next week I'm going to cool down a little bit and make a better judgment of what I'm saying. But I truthfully don't, I would like him to come back, but at the same time, I wouldn't be mad if he left, just because I think our team it does need some restructuring in terms of, I love the coach. I think something needs to change. Just something needs to change, and I don't really know what it is because, well, I know what it is. They need to be able to play in the cold. You know, they need to be able to play under 40 degrees.
Yeah, they take you guys out of Miami and that's it.
Yeah,
like,
it's over.
It is. You guys turn to a different. Unless you're playing in a dome, you guys turn out to some different team. But I strongly believe he will not be in a Miami Dolphins uniform next year, just for the fact that he walked off in the team, and that's like the team looks at that like, are you rocking with us? Are you with us? Or are you against us? And that's it. And then same thing happened with the defensive player out there in the Niners that he walked off. I forgot his name. I don't know if you guys can bring him up.
I forgot that guy's name.
Yeah, but he walked off. Same thing. You guys, he was out of the team by the same week. At the end of the week, he was gone of the team. So, so Miami Dolphins. So you guys, I was looking at you guys' picks right now. You guys got the 13th pick overall right now, Ronnie. You think you guys will want to trade up to see what you guys can get? Cornerback, edge rusher. Do you think the pieces that you guys need are going to be more on the defensive side or offensive side?
I think it's going to be defensive. Probably someone in the defensive line. I just don't think our pass rush is good enough. Or so I truthfully think our defense needs a little bit of help at the moment. We have great players, don't get me wrong. I just think we need some fresh young players. Yeah.
You got Ramsey as a cornerback too, so you got one side cover, but he can't cover both sides at the same time.
Exactly. So
you guys need another safety, I believe, or another outside linebacker. Like I think those were like the two glaring things that like there's no threat to the pass game for when the Dolphins are on defense.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that definitely. You guys definitely are 13. Got some pieces in there. I think Tariq contract's still up, so you guys need a trade. So
yeah, we'll probably
you guys
do a trade.
You guys will. Me, if I was a Dolphin, I would see what they can give me, but for Tariq, if they can give me like a better spot with one of the top tier teams out there, and see what can happen. What could come out of that? You never know, right? So, hey, my bad. Y'all heard us.
We were close. We were close. I think we were the closest out of our three teams.
Yeah, I know. It took all the way to the end too for you guys to make sure if you guys made it to the playoffs. So, for a minute, they're in half of the season without Tua. So, you guys got to pat yourself in the back about something because you got at least were in the conversation, just like the Bengals. Yeah. You got, they didn't have no defense, but then all of a sudden, the last 5 games of the season, they decided to play defense. So it's just you gotta give credit to credit due, but at the same time, the Dolphins haven't won in a long time. Until a long time, I'm saying long time.
Yeah,
and I know you guys are kind of frustrated out there, but it will be another season. Wait for another season, just like the Atlanta Falcons and those boys. All right. So with that said, talking about them boys, you already know it's your turn. Let's go.
Yep.
We call football.
All right. Kareem is in the hot spot right now with them boys. All right.
How about them boys? Them boys are no good. If you want a quick answer. So
Kareem, where do you think that this team went south? And besides missing Dak, right? Missing Dak.
I'll tell you exactly when this team went down. When they hired Mike McCarthy as a coach. So the day that happened, the day that they announced that he would be the coach this year, I already knew we weren't going to win anything because I think it could be proven now that the Super Bowl that he won with Green Bay means nothing. Like it wasn't because of him. So let's throw all of this talk that he's a Super Bowl winning coach out the window because this is the promise that came in when he was first hired by the Cowboys. Oh, he's a Super Bowl winning coach, and he helped his team win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. All of that is worth no less than a cup of coffee now. So it angers me that on Sunday Jerry Jones said after we lost against the Washington Commanders that every position will be evaluated. Nobody's job is safe as far as coach or player. And the Chicago Bears actually put in a request to the Dallas Cowboys and to Jerry Jones if they could interview Mike McCarthy. And Jerry Jones came out immediately on Monday night and said no. So that means he's staying. This is an organization that is not serious about winning. And it won't be serious about winning until Jerry will never leave as the GM, which I talked about in the last podcast that I was on. But we need to stop. We need a new coach, and we need to make some moves on our offense and not go for playmakers or anybody that holds the ball. We need to fix a lot of things on this team.
And we talked about the person I'll bring up here a minute ago. You think Tyreek can fit in this offense perfectly with Lamb?
I would love Tyreek on this offense, but I think we have enough wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Would I love Tyreek on this team? Does he sound like the perfect cowboy, like a guy that's a headache that we inherit all the problem players on other people's teams?
It's trending that way.
It's not trending. It's absolutely the move that Jerry Jones will make. But with that being said, I would love for him to be on the team, but we need to address other problems. We still have CeeDee Lamb. We still have what's his man? I'm forgetting every wide receiver's name on the team now. But we still have a good wide receiver core. We do not need to get another receiver. What we do need is a running back, which we should have gotten Derrick Henry over this last offseason, over the summer, who lives in Dallas, but they did not want to shell an extra
second leading rusher. Leading rusher in the league.
Yeah. In the league.
It's wild.
We did not want to shell out another $4 million for him or something crazy like that.
If not Mike McCarthy, then who? Can you think of another coach?
We should have kept Dan Campbell. We should have kept Dan Campbell. I love that guy. The reason why the defense was so good last year is because he was on the on the Cowboys. And look at Washington's defense; they're doing so much better than they were last year. So, but we can't have Dan Campbell go. I don't know. Jerry's going to hire another yes man, so it doesn't really matter who I say. Well, it's not going to matter because.
How about Dion?
I would love Dion, but that's not going to happen either. He's probably going to the Raiders, and he's going to draft his son.
You think? I think Dion is going to stay. I think Dion's going to stay in college for a couple more years.
That's the thing he should do. But I think if there's an opportunity for him to, like the Raiders have a high draft pick. I think they have a top 4 pick.
I'll let you know right now. Is the number 6.
6th pick. If his son goes 6th, he can take his son or Travis Hunter at 6 easily. One of those guys.
So I think they should move him around, move their pick up, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So I am completely in agreement with you as far as running back. You guys need a running back ASAP. Currently, you guys got the number 12 pick in the NFL draft. So
Ashton Jannetty is going to fall to us. Don't worry. It's definitely the pick that they're going to make.
Yes.
I do believe that they should get an O-lineman like Kelvin Johnson that went to UT. But I would be very happy with Ashton Jannetty. I've actually talked to some of my cousins about this too. We all agree that it needs to be Jannetty.
I think Jannetty is going to end up being with the Bears in number 10 pick, but that's just me. I don't think it's going to get
good to take running backs in the first round to begin with. So
so I think either usually they don't go, but since he been so much publicized and ESPN and having a 2,600 yard season, so I think he's gonna go in the first round, and it's gonna be top 10 pick. If you guys move up, it's got to be for him. It just has to be for him. It has to be. Who else are you gonna get? You got a quarterback coming back from an injury. You got oh my God, number 11. I forgot his name. Michael Parsons.
Michael Parsons, yeah.
Yes, and then you have boy's brother, Diggs, in there.
Yeah,
so, yeah. So you guys got enough pieces on defense. I've never seen you guys defense so hammered like the last couple weeks. Like I've never seen that defense like that. So hopefully you definitely a defensive coordinator. And in talking about coaches, I strongly recommend for you get the hell out of McCarthy and look for Flores out there.
I would love Brian Flores, but it's not going to happen because this.
I know he wants a yes man. A yes man. I would do it. I would do it right now.
He's coming back, so
yeah. So
Kareem, I truthfully think the play here from Jerry Jones is just like find a quarterback before he announces that Mike McCarthy is ready to go, because I do think he
quarterback.
Huh?
Yeah, he has his quarterback that he wants, Dak.
Oh, sorry, coach. I meant coach. Sorry.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah, so basically, he's trying to find a coach that is, available, that he likes before he allows Mike McCarthy to start.
It could have been Sean Payton if he fired him last year. But I guess he didn't need to. So, and now he's succeeding with the Broncos right now. So,
hey, I got my boy Tocon. I got my boy Tocon in here. Check it in, man. Thank you for checking in. I just want to say that somebody sent me this. I just want to say thank you. All right. I don't know who was. I just don't know who was. But I just want to say thank you. So he's coming around here for Ronnie, man. It's like, hey, I'm here, Ronnie. To admit you was right. A few weeks ago, the Packers beat the Seahawks. He's a Seahawks fan to the death. Seahawks is one of those teams that are, I will say, and I dare to say this, and I think he's not the problem, but they can get somebody that can do a better job. And is my boy, the QB there. Definitely Geno could do something. They can do a little upgrade on Geno, even though Geno did a great job this year. But they should get me, the Seahawks. I will get like a quarterback that comes behind him. So right now the Seahawks has the pick number 18. So you're probably going to get one of those good quarterbacks that just going to be dropping. Not the top tier, probably. Well, not the most talked about. No top tier, right? But definitely, thank you to Tocon for being here and being a faithful dude and coming out here and bringing out the Seahawks. But back to them boys, definitely them boys have to work on something, and it's definitely
fire McCarthy.
It's on both sides of the field. So, and especially is the running back position, like my boy Kareem already said. So we will see where they end. They got the number 13 pick in the draft. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time to talk about them birds. Let's go. Oh my God, I don't want to talk about my birds.
We call football.
All right, let's talk about them birds. So,
how are you feeling about Kirk Cousins?
Yeah.
So you're talking about the highest paid backup in the NFL?
Yeah.
You're talking about the highest paid backup in the history of the NFL. So
the noontime nightmare, baby.
I wish there's two things I would like to see from Kirk Cousins. He's got his wife there. He doesn't want to move. His wife's family is in Atlanta. It's in Georgia. So why not restructure your contract right quick for you to stay? He just got here. Just stay. And unless we can get either some picks or he says, I want out. And if he says, I want out, or we can get some picks out of him, a chance to move up in the draft, then obviously first is business. Then it's what you think, what you want, or whatever, because you got to be loyal to the fans and to what really actually got you there. So number one thing for us is figuring out Kirk Cousins contract. And the second thing is we need a defensive coordinator. Listen, he was a rookie, and I got it, but I'm so pissed off right now. We was playing so good, the defense. I don't know how can you do this. And we as a team, as the Atlanta Falcons covers, people that cover the Atlanta Falcons that I talk to, and I'm always in the podcast and stuff like that. How can you play soft coverage whenever you in the red zone? How you do that? Mm-hmm. How do you tell How do you tell them like play soft against the Panthers? Against the Panthers, like it's just stuff like that. What kicked us our behind was adjustments on defense. First half, we was looking great. And it's not only on this last game. In the Commanders game, we was looking great in the first half. The Commanders adjusted, the Panthers adjusted, and for some odd reason, we cannot adjust to what they did. And guess what? They came from behind and beat us up. Then the offense. We can score on anybody. I said if we can score with Cousins, we damn sure can score with Penix. Okay? So we have Robinson and Argier are dual-headed. Our defense up front started getting hot like mid-season, like towards the end, the stretch at the end. But they simply cannot stay constant because they have to just get first down after first down. And then they play in soft coverage. Can we be aggressive? It's okay if we get burned by being aggressive. I live with that. But get burned by playing soft coverage and sending your linebackers back instead of at least if you're going to send one blitz one side, a blitz get the other. All right, so it's just so many things like the adjustments on defense, the schemes. My boy Simmons, man, if you come back, Simmons, you're a Pro Bowler, man. You've been in this league for him. You're a veteran, man. You already know. Like there were some tackles that I saw that messed me up. Alford, cornerback, bro, you was getting picked by all the teams that we play. Like this is sickening. I'm sick of him. I didn't tell you like this. I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of this dude. Okay, this dude. Every time, I swear to you, Kareem. I swear to you, Ronnie. I swear to you, man. Every single time they was looking for number 20. I'm telling you, like that's easy money. Let's go out there and get him. That's easy money. They moved the number one receiver just to make sure that he got tapped. Okay, he got him. Let's go. Where he at? He I swear to God, looking around where he at. Left side, okay, you already know. Play this here and there. Look for him. Open all day, every day. So, like, we need to learn how to tackle. Another one. Softies tackling. Let's wrap him up and put him in the floor. There, once again, first half was doing that. All hard. Second half, I don't know what team came out, bro. Because they were half of the time they were in the field. So maybe it's me. I know Judon is I hope we can sign Judon. I like Judon. He kept the pressure up in that side, but I was extremely pissed about that, man. It's just the defense where we focus, like I would say like 60 to 70% of our money was in the defense. And for the defense to be this disappointing, it just hurts my heart, man. I can't say nothing else. I don't know what you guys saw from the Atlanta Falcons, but for me, it just hurt me, bro. Mm-hmm. Hurt me. So it goes back to like the Commanders, even the coach. I don't know if you saw that fourth quarter with 30 seconds. You got 2 timeouts. Mm-hmm. Why you don't take the timeout?
Yeah, man, that's just bad coaching right there.
Oh my God. Why you don't take the timeout? Give the rookie a chance to breathe. Get yourself a little bit like 10, 15 more yards. That kicker would have made that. Yeah. The ball was through the middle. It was short. That's it. It just killed me. It's just killing me. I don't know if you guys saw like that game and the Panthers game, it was head to head. I just don't know, man. I'm so pissed right now. But I don't want to put the violin or whatever and cry in here, man. But it's just the real deal. So right now, we currently have I think it's the 13th pick, I believe. No, the 14 or 15 pick. 15 pick, I'm sorry. We got the 15 pick on the draft. That's what I was saying about Kirk. Try to either give him a trade for picks or something to move up, or because we got to move up. And
he got like 140 million guaranteed, right? Or like
100 guaranteed. 100. So
he doesn't need to restructure anything.
Oh yeah, he is not. He doesn't want to restructure nothing. He just don't want to restructure nothing.
If they cut him, I mean, he still got 100 million in the bank. He could retire because, like, who else is left in his draft class other than like Russell Wilson? Andrew Luck is gone.
Yep.
RG3 is gone.
Yep.
So I don't think he has much to play for other than winning a championship. But I don't think that's his MO. So
hey, ladies and gentlemen, there's Hutch X talking about the only team that he was the only one that made it to the playoffs in the team. Hi, guy. Like I'm excited for you.
Hey man, they're gonna win this whole thing.
Oh, here we go. So we're gonna be talking about that. Okay, let's go. So you already know what we're gonna go and hit. All right. So let's go out there and talk about this playoff.
Nola, before you go,
oh, you got something for me?
Do you remember when I was on last? I asked you if Kirk Cousins gonna get benched, and you were like, "No, he's not gonna get benched."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
you were so sure about it. It was
listen. It's $100 million guaranteed, man. I need to see that money, man. I need to see the fruit. So and this is and
you can see it on the bench.
That's crazy though. So to bring that to perspective, I was so amazed because Morris, I was thinking that Morris inherited Kirk Cousins. Nah, because Kirk Cousins got signed, I think it was in March or May. And we got penalized for that. Because we talked to them earlier. So we gave them a 5th round pick. They took a 5th round pick from us. And we put $100 million, and this dude is sitting down in the bench. So Morris was signed on January. The offensive coach was, I think it's Jimmy something, I think it is. Right now I can't even think. I'm so mad. And Jimmy Lakes, I think I really don't know if it's offense or defense. I'm like, right now I'm gone. So he gets there, signs the offensive coordinator, signs the defensive coordinator. They came from the Chargers. They came with him, his boys, right? And then really inconsistent. 1 week, the offense played good. The following week, it played bad. The defense played half of the year horrible. We was one of the last teams to have sacks. Now we finished in the middle of the pack towards the end of the year, but it was horrible. It is horrible, and you want to see your inversion. Like you invested $100 million. You saw the dude. You came in. You saw the dude sign. So what was the problem? And the problem was that the offense that the offensive coordinator wanted to run was made for a mobile quarterback. It wasn't made for a pocket quarterback. So Kirk coming from an injury, especially the Achilles injury, you barely can move. We all seen Kirk and we all seen Rodgers how he played. So coming from same injuries. So the mobility is not there. Even the arm is not there. So it's just frustrating to being a fan and you being outside and you are seeing it. And it's not only me seeing it. Other people are seeing it as well. And how come we see it, but you guys that are there every day, that's your job, not my job. My job is to pump you guys up, right? And call you out whenever it's like real deal. Because that's what a fan does. And how you guys don't adjust. Penix coming in, got it. Thank God that worked too as well. So Penix coming in, the best thing that Penix had was having being a veteran college player. That for me is what really helped Penix, having those reps in Indiana, having those reps in Washington, all that helped him. So whenever he stepped up, I seen interviews about him on the sideline, just making calls, making audibles, and they were asking what you're doing and asking the coaches what you saw. And he was in the sidelines, but he was really engaged. And then he asked Kurt what you saw that made you change the play to that. And then there's clips like that all the way around during the Falcons organization. So he was ready to come and play. The problem is, the jibbers. I'm a rookie, and then they started him against the Giants. Perfect team to start a rookie quarterback, by the way, if you ask me. So everything kind of lined up perfectly for them. But that's the deal, and that's what happened. I'm extremely disappointed how the season ended, but the future looks really bright for us. So we will see where this take us. As long as they fire the defensive coach, we're gonna be all right. Or the other thing is that Maurice takes over the defense. That's the only thing I can say. If you don't want to fire your boy because he's your boy, you want to give him time to marinate, then you take over. That's my only fix-it plan as we are right now. So with the 15th pick, hopefully they go for that dude from Penn State, what we're going to talk about here in a minute. But that is my pick. Basically the number one. Some people got it number one. Other people got Sanders number one due to the fact that the top three are in need of quarterbacks. But let's go at it and let's talk about that before we jump into the playoffs. All right, guys, let's go.
We call football.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the 2025 draft will be in Lambeau Field there in Green Bay with the Cheeseheads. All right, and the order of draft is as follows: is Tennessee is got the first pick. One of the reasons why the Raiders are looking not only for a quarterback but also a head coach. And we got the second pick with the Cleveland Browns, the New York Giants, the Patriots, who also fired their head coach, and then the Jaguars, who also fire their head coach. So there's gonna be some issues and concerns on that. So, Ronnie,
what's up?
How do you think this is gonna go? What do you think this place is gonna be rocking? You in the Mecca out there in Green Bay, home of football, literally. That's where everything started. So who you think is gonna be the number one pick this year? Who you think should he go to?
All right. I think the best player in the draft is Travis Hunter, but I do think the Tennessee Titans need a good, solid quarterback.
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be Shadur Sanders just because Sanders has only played with his dad as a coach or an offensive coordinator. I think in general, in overall, like throwing accuracy, throwing power, better stats, I think Cam Ward is going to be the number one pick.
Cam Ward. Oh, Cam Ward. Yeah, Cam Ward definitely a killer out there. It broke a record and sit down in halftime. A lot of people was criticizing that too about that. Yeah. Kareem, who you got?
I really do think Shadur Sanders is going to be the first pick, just because there's so much buzz on him. Because it's Tennessee's pick, right? If they need a quarterback, they're going to go get him, but they're also going to use it to market him a little bit better. I believe he was supposed to be a recruit for Memphis at one point, so he's no stranger to the Tennessee area, but he ended up going to Colorado to go play with his father. But they do need a quarterback, Ronnie, like you said, and I think they're going to go with where they can make the most money rather than because it could be a bust, right? So why not have all the buzz to market, an exciting player like Sanders, and you can also pair it with his father's success I think it's either one of the Colorado guys, Sanders or Hunter. So
I got here Cameroon Hakeem. Did I said it right? Hakeem.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he said, yeah. Yeah, he says, baby primetime, number 1 pick for Tennessee. Let's go. He's a Tennessee Titan fan, I'm assuming.
He's a Cowboy fan, but we're all Tennessee Titan fans right now. So,
oh shoot!
We're Tennessee Titan fans, we're Lion fans, we're Chiefs fans, we're everybody, but
the boys. Hey, so I concur with both of you. The reason why I say both, because the top 3 are going to go quarterbacks. Yeah. So who's going to go 1, who's going to go 2 is yet to see. I'm still with Sanders is prime. I mean, I'm thinking that he's gonna go there for Tennessee. I think it's good for him. It's a franchise that has a lot of that team is Tennessee. That's it. Like that team is that area. The whole area goes hard for that team. Mm-hmm. So I think that's a good area for him. It's not the best one for marketing. I think the best one was Vegas. But unless the Vegas do something to go up on the draft, we yet to see. So question also, where you think Ashawn is gonna fall to, knowing who you have in the top 5? You think he's gonna go a top 5 pick or no?
I'm sorry, who was that?
The running back for the Boise State.
Boise State.
Ashawn.
He's the Dallas Cowboy.
No, he's gonna go to the Cowboys.
He's going to the Cowboys.
Or the Bears. Or the Bears. Yeah. Actually, I think he may go to the Bears.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna end up with the Bears too. I think he's a top 10. He's not gonna pass top 10. So Ronnie, so who do you think is gonna be picking the Patriots, knowing that they got a quarterback already with Mayo from my college team, the Tar Heels? So who do you think is the best fit for them now, as far as you can see? Besides the head coach, they're searching for one right now, so we don't know.
It's a little tricky for me. However, I think it's going to be the tackle from LSU tackle. I think his last name is Campbell.
Campbell.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he's. I don't think they need.
Yeah, Will Campbell.
Any quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't think they need quarterbacks. I don't think they need. I personally think Travis Hunter is going to go before him. If he doesn't, I think the Patriots will just pick him up and just trade him for someone.
Yeah. Definitely on that.
I think that's my pick at the moment.
All right. Hey, Kareem, what you see with the Patriots and see where they're heading?
I have to agree with Ronnie. Like usually, they don't have a coach. That's for start. But usually, when a team like a Patriots doesn't have an identity, it's just smart to load up on good high pick offensive linemen, because they're not going to have the answer for quarterback. I don't think they're going to get the guy that they want. I think Cam Ward goes number 2 to the Browns for sure, and I think he's going to have a better career than Sanders. But where are the Patriots picking 4th? I think they're going to miss out on all the 2 guys they did want, which was in Sanders and Cam Ward. And who else is? Yeah, they already have a great defense. They got to work on their offense. Maybe they might take McMillan, the Arizona wide receiver.
Yeah,
I'm reading his name, Tatoria. Like maybe they need to get some offensive weapons first before, or they need to build the offense before they bring in that quarterback.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. They always have a solid defense on the Patriots. In Ronnie here knows because he's under the same division as him, so they see them twice a year. So usually they got a great defense. Their problem is scoring all the time. Their identity is the running back. But what do you think about this one? And I want y'all both to let me know. How about Flores becoming the head coach of the Patriots? Can you see that happening?
I can definitely say that.
Yeah.
He was on Belichick's coaching staff when he was on the Patriots, so I think it'd be an easy fit.
Yeah, and then what he stands for, where he represents, how he carries himself is pretty Boston kind of like area kind of deal.
It could also be Mike Vrabel if he's getting fired from Tennessee. He played won Super Bowls for the Patriots, and he even came out and said, like, I would happy to be if they offered me a job.
Yeah, that's outstanding. Now, for the Jacksonville Jaguars, what, you got your quarterback. You even changed the name of the stadium for his name to sound like his first name. We have one of the top rookie wide receiver. I think it's Thomas, his name, his last name. You have a solid running back. You have an okay offensive line as well. The problem is defense aside for me for the Jaguars. So Kareem, who you will go for on this one? If you in the 5th round pick, will you think they will sell and see what can people
They
offer?
definitely need a cornerback. There's a lot of good cornerbacks in this draft. There's a lot of good safeties in this draft. I would say if Travis Hunter isn't available, you're looking at Will Johnson from Michigan or Malika Starks from Georgia. And I honestly think Starks is the safer pick because they had no deep threat pass defense. And he's a Georgia guy. It's not that far from Jacksonville. I think that's a very quick fix for a lot of their defensive issues.
I agree, but I think Will Johnson over Starks.
You take Will Johnson? Ooh. Okay, now. As far as those are the top
wrong choices.
There's no wrong choices as long as we get a cornerback or someone in the defensive secondary. Yeah.
Yeah, and I see there's a lot of good edge rushers too in this year's draft. We got the one for Georgia, Ma'Khil Williams. We have Texas A&M, Nick Sorton. We got from Tennessee, James Pierce. So we got bunch, but obviously me, if being a 15 in the 15 pick, and if I see Abdul Carter from Penn State out there, I will try to reach out to one of these teams to see what they want, and we give him whatever they want because he is definitely worth it. He is a beast. So right now he has 40 solo tackles this year, 11 sacks in college. So no interceptions, however, but he was always like where the ball is, you will find Carter in there. So that is crazy about him. I don't know if you've seen him. If you haven't, tomorrow will be the game against Notre Dame out there in ESPN at 7:30. So the playoffs are going to start also for college. So football is going everywhere crazy. All right. With that being said, anybody got something with the draft they want to put
out? Where do you guys think Travis Hunter is going to go? Because I think he's going to the Browns. I think he's going to the Browns. I think the Giants are going to pick up Sanders.
I think he's going to be the next New York Giant, Travis Hunter. I think the Browns. I'm saying the first 3 picks of the draft will be Sanders at Tennessee, Cam Ward going to the Browns because they're going to fix their quarterback issues, and then Travis Hunter going to the Giants.
Yeah, I have.
Because they're going to be like, "Oh, we missed out on Sanders. We're going to go get his other teammate."
So you got him 1 and 2. So you got him 1 and 2 as well, Ronnie.
I have Cam Ward first, and to the Titans. Travis Hunter to the Browns and Shedeur Sanders to the Giants.
Which, you know what? Those can be flipped.
Yeah,
it can be flipped because if Watson is staying, right? Because he said already they're going to reconstruct his contract, right? So if he stays, so that's your quarterback, right? And then you got Winston there. Even though I know the people in Cleveland don't want to hear that, but then you don't force yourself to pick a quarterback right now. However, now if you're looking in the future, you're not looking now. I would go if Sanders is available, I will go with Sanders. Just want to let you know, just because you are lacking in the area. However, you understand if you're gonna go with Watson and Winston, and you unlock with them, then definitely you got to go to Hunter. But at the same time, I see Hunter also going to the Giants because they already took the top 2 quarterbacks. So what you're gonna do? What is done after that? So it's crazy how it looks. So it could be either flip. It could be a flip on it. So it's just crazy on it. So with that being said, I got Sanders 1, Cam, look at me, Cam Hunter with the Browns, and then I have then I have Hunter and Cam going to the Giants. But the Giants are more in need of a quarterback. So you never know what can flip in there. So if Cam and Ward lands in the New York Giants, that's a win for them.
Oh, 100%.
If Ward lands in the Giants, that's a win for them. But they need a quarterback like for yesterday. Like this is just they don't got nothing going on in that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in there to the playoffs. The playoffs.
We call football.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what's going to start this weekend? The wild card, and we're going to get it popping. We have the playoffs in the Super Bowl, and let's go. Now, we're going to go, what you want, AFC, let's start with the closest one. Let's go at it. All right, so by the way, we're going to take you all the way down to the Super Bowl, and then we're going to give you a pick, okay? So out of the Chargers and Texans game, you guys, this is close to home, so this hits you guys a little bit. So who do you got, Ronnie, and why?
Chargers. I think the Chargers are going to win. Will be a close game. I think Houston, they've regressed from last year. They had a lot of expectations with the quarterback, and I think just in general, Herbert is just playing lights out. 23 touchdowns, like 3 interceptions, like crazy high completion ratio. I just don't think they will lose this one. I think do I have to give a score?
No.
Okay,
We're
cool,
good on that.
Yeah.
So I think CJ Stroud having that second season, sophomore season is kind of hurting him. So who you got in this one?
You know what? As I know the tires are starting to fall out from the Texans, but I think being a home game, I think they're going to bring it. They're going to bring it together to at least beat the Chargers one time. I think I know there's a lot of disrespect on this Houston team right now, but I think they can pull this off because because like the other thing too with the Chargers, they do have some health issues. So judging, who's healthy or not, but I do think Houston's got more of a balanced offense and defense if they're playing, the way they're supposed to be playing. But I think Houston can take this.
Definitely, I'm with you on that one. I'm with Houston. I think being a home game, CJ Stroud being banged up all year long, he second year, sophomore year is not going that well, but definitely going for the Texans here. However, I will see it either way, but I like CJ Stroud. I'm going more with him, but Mims have to show up because if Mims in that running game doesn't show up, it's going to be a long day for them. All right, so let's jump into the Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. We already know that the Baltimore Ravens struggle every time they see the Steelers. However, they have the Steelers at home. Steelers are always sneaky. Kareem, let me start with you. Who you got on this one?
This is the year of MVP Lamar Jackson. Mm-hmm. So they're going to win this easily. I think Russell Wilson's been making a lot of mistakes lately too. I just do not see – I know Steelers defense is, something to be respected, but they cannot stop this rushing attack of Henry and Lamar. So
definitely a play action. Just put everybody out there in the island, man. I really do. Like a play action, and you got King Henry, and then you got Lamar there. You didn't even know where to go to, man. It's just it's tough. It's a toughie. So, Ronnie, who you got in this one?
Same Ravens. I don't think it's going to be close either. I know, like you said, the Steelers' defense is good, but I think Ravens just have something to prove, and I think I know that they both won in the regular season at home, like their respective homes, but I just don't think the Ravens are going to lose to the Steelers this year, with the Steelers going on a 4-game losing streak right at the end.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely with both of you. I'm with the Ravens. I'm a big Lamar fan, and I think it's time, right? It's time. He already did that with the MVP and everything, and I would love to see a game against MVP because both of them are in the run. Mm-hmm. So with that being said, I'm jumping to the Bills and Broncos. I think the Bills are going to win this one. It's not going to even be close. All right. So I got this in the third quarter, like at least by 2 or 3 touchdowns up. So just because Allen is playing the beast, even though they're going against a top 5 defense in the NFL on the Broncos, but I think it's going to be, at the end of the day, it's going to be a little bit too much to handle for that rookie Knicks. What do you got on Ronnie on this one?
It's exactly the same. I completely agree. I think the only way the Broncos can stand a chance is if they facilitate a run game and don't just, throw it to the perimeter, and because they're not going to win that way. I think the Bills' biggest weakness is their run defense. So that's really the only way they're going to be able to win.
Yep.
But I don't think it's going to be close.
Curry, let me know what you got on this one.
I'm going to disagree with you guys. I think there's always some crazy upset in Wild Card Weekend. That's why it's Wild Card Weekend, and I think it's this game. I think the Broncos are going to come in with a chip on their shoulder with all this disrespect. Vegas has has Bills minus 8.5. I think they're gonna. Defense is playing well for the Broncos. Bo Nix is serviceable and getting it done. Sometimes you got to say it out loud to believe. Give me Broncos over Bills.
All right. So you got the Ravens going against the Broncos. Who's winning that and why?
Oh, the Ravens are going to win.
That's easy.
I don't think I need to explain that one. So.
That's an easy pass right there. So that's so I got the Bills facing we got Ronnie and I have the Ravens facing the Bills. Ronnie, who
that's
you got
close.
In that one?
That's close. I think at the end of the day, I truly believe the Bills are more of a complete team, as much as I want the Ravens to win. Because the Bills are in the Dolphins conference. I think I'm gonna project the Bills to win that one.
And this is where we part ways, Ronnie. I got the Baltimore Ravens. Once again, I said it's Lamar time. All right, and I would love to see Lamar go against that bad man.
You gotta believe, like my brother said. Believe in Bo. I believe, Cameron. I believe.
Yeah. Believe in Bo is a little bit too much out there, though. But I would like to see him play against Patrick Mahomes. So, by that being said, I already gave you who's going to win the following game between the Patriots and the Texans, which was the one that I picked. Mm-hmm. However, Roddy, you picked the Chiefs going against the Chargers. So, who you got in there?
Oh, the Chiefs. They got God on their side. They got God on their side.
More important than God, they have Taylor Swift on there.
That's true. That's true.
By the way, Travis Kelce just won the Man of the Year. Just want to let you know. Right. He just won the Man of the Year, and my boy Harsh called it. Shout out to him. All right. So then on this one, Kareem, you got the Texans just like me. But I told you already went with the Chiefs.
Whoever was going to win this matchup between Chargers and Texans was
going to lose no matter what. Right. So now we move forward. Now we have for me, We have for us, Kareem. We have the Baltimore Ravens going against the Super Bowl champions. Who you got in this one?
Give me Lamar finally getting over the hill.
This is the year, right?
Finally exercising his demons, and he beats Mahomes in Kansas City. So
hey, it is all day, every day, Lamar. Okay, so now the Bills talking about the other side, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you have another one that has to give out the hunchback out of Patrick Mahomes. Talking about the 13 seconds, the famous game for 13 seconds that came down and scored a field goal to win it. Ronnie, you think this is the year for Allen?
I think so.
So
I think the Bills are going to beat the Chiefs.
He plays on the Bills. It's never their year.
I know. And as a Dolphins fan, it's hurting me to say this. Like I'm going to be completely honest with you, but I truthfully think the Bills have it this year. Not all the way. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have the Bills getting all the way to the Super Bowl. We have the Baltimore Ravens, Kareem and I, going to the Super Bowl. Too easy. All right, let's jump to the next one, which is the NFC. All right, in the NFC, so this is where I think is going to be crazy, Kareem. I know you was talking about a team surprising another team, and this is it. All right, so let's go at it. The Vikings will receive the Rams out there. So
Monday Night Football game too.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win this one, Kareem?
It's Minnesota -1. Give me the Rams for the upset.
Yep.
That's upset special written all over it.
Yep, all day, every day. I'm agreeing 1,000% with you.
They're heating up at the right time too, the Rams. So
and they got Matthew Stafford. You know he's gonna deliver. You don't know. Oh boy, I forgot his name now. And the Vikings had a wonderful season. You know,
Sam Darnold, yeah.
Darnold had a wonderful season, but now it's the pressure's on.
Plus, Matthew Stafford has a history of busting up the Vikings when he used to be a Detroit Lion. So
I think he's going to go for it. Ronnie, who you got in this one?
Same, the Rams.
Same,
yeah,
the Rams for all the above.
I think Matt Stafford just more consistent, and I think the team is just more balanced. It'll be a shootout, though. I'll tell you that. It'll be a high scoring game, but
definitely.
I think the Rams are going to win.
Yeah, and then you got to look at what the Rams got. They got Pakua too. Like you know, that dude is a beast. So
their wide receiver is insane.
I don't know how they're gonna stop him. They got Cooper Kupp. Like they got pretty good core of receivers out there. So and then all you have. I love Stafford whenever he does like the sidearm throws. He just crazy mechanics. All right, so let's go to the next one. It will be the Washington Commanders against the Bucks out there. Who you got on this one, Ronnie? Tell me why.
Got the Bucks. I love Baker Mayfield. Let's say that right now. He's a OU alumni. I'm an OU alumni. I watched him in college. I watched him in college. My favorite games.
Shout out Baker Mayfield, man.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, he's doing a great job, by the way.
But I think against the Commanders, I think Mike Evans, Baker Mayfield, and they just have the experience. They're gonna pull it through, and they're at home. So
yeah,
the Bucks.
Hey, shout out to Mike Evans for another 1,000-yard season.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Seasons in a row.
Yeah, it is so crazy about that. Mayfield playing out of his mind whenever people in Cleveland left him for dead. Now he's just a baller out there. So, Kareem, who you got in this one?
I also love the Bucks on this, and I'm not saying that because I want the Commanders to do bad as a Cowboys fan. I want them to do good so that Jerry Jones comes to his senses, but I think this team is just too young, and the Bucks D, they can turn it on when they can. So I think it might be a little bit overwhelming, and the Bucks offense is just they got a lot of weapons, man. I think they can get it done.
So I'm the only one rolling with them Commanders, right? With Jay Daniels. All right, you already know.
Oh yeah.
This is just a given, right? This is gonna be the upset right here. Jaden Daniels, McLaurin, Robinson Jr., all them boys out there, they're gonna come in and make it happen. It's gonna be in Tampa. The game's gonna be in Tampa, but they're gonna go out there and make it happen. Okay, so
but really quickly, in 3 seconds, explain what a commander is. No.
Well, the commander is the leader, man. It's the leader, man. And that's all Jaden Daniels does: lead the way, win, perform miracles. We already saw it this year. So, hey, and usually rookie quarterbacks, whenever they surprise the league, they do great the first year. The sophomore year is the one that's really challenged. So I think he had a chance to actually pull the upset. The problem in here is the defense. So hopefully the defense travels pretty okay down there to Tampa and make it happen. So let's go.
Better Dan Campbell left the Cowboys. So I just don't want to see him succeed.
No, he's doing a hell of a job there. Thank God he's not in the Atlanta
I can't
Falcons.
watch the coach that I actually wanted on the Cowboys to do well now on my rival team. So let's go Bucks.
All right. So with Green Bay going to Philly, who do you got in this one? And this one is it's a toughie because I like both teams. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a toughie. So Ronnie, who you got in here and why?
Eagles. That's easy.
The Eagles, not even close?
I don't think it's going to be close.
Really, Ronnie? You think it's not going to be even close?
I mean, aside from what the Jalen Hurts concussion that happened, but they rested him all
I think he's going to be in.
They also rested Saquon for, I think, majority, if not all of last game as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're rested up. I don't know. I feel like Jordan Love is a good quarterback. I just don't think he lived up to his potential from last year. So
okay.
I think.
Well, not to cut you off, but go ahead and finish what you're saying.
No. I just think Eagles are going to win.
Okay.
Yeah, before I give it to
everything
you, Kareem,
you said about go ahead. You finish though.
Kareem, I know what you're about to say.
Go for it.
I know exactly what you're about to say, but I'm not gonna steal your thunder. I'm not gonna steal it. I'll leave it right there. I swear to you, all I'm gonna say is remember that Love had an injury at the beginning of the year with his knee. That's all I gotta say. Okay. Go ahead, Kareem. The floor is yours.
Everything you said about Jordan Love, Ronnie, is exactly what I said last year before we faced him in the playoffs. And look what happened. This game between Packers, this game between the Packers and the Eagles is like the Dallas Cowboys Nightmare Bowl. Like if there was a way for both teams to lose, I would. But because I hate the Eagles more, I want them to feel the same pain that I had last year watching this Packers team tear apart the Cowboys. So give me the Packers on this one.
I will say this year's Eagles are better than last year's Cowboys.
I love the Eagles. Shout out to Saquon Barkley. You led me deep in the fantasy playoffs, but I'll never root for Philadelphia ever.
Quick question: with the all-time record on the line, you would have sit him out, or you would have played him? Quick, yes or no?
If I was the coach, I would have sat him.
You would have said. So did you think that was the correct move for them?
I think that was the correct call. I'm not saying this as a hater. But I had him in fantasy, so I loved him. But even if he would have broken the record, there still would have been that thing. Well, he played one more extra game than one more extra game than Eric Dickerson did, because when Eric Dickerson and Emmitt Smith broke when they didn't do single season. Smith didn't, but when Eric Dickerson broke O.J. Simpson's record, O.J. Simpson did it in 15 games. Versus 16 games as Eric.
Yeah.
18. 18. Yeah. Well, it's 18 now, but
18 now.
Eric Dickerson did in 16 or 17 games.
Yeah,
something
so
like that.
Yeah, I think it was
you did it in one. Yeah.
I think it's like 2 less. You had 2 more games to make it. I see where you're coming from. How about you, Ronnie?
Same thing. I think the 18 game extension, that one extra game, it kind of defeats the purpose, because if he had broken it in game 17, I think the record would have meant more, I guess. But yeah, I at the end of the day, I'm one of those who's like, hey, if the player really wants to, play him for half the game.
Yeah.
At least let him try. I don't really know how many yards he needed.
130 something, 134
he
or
wouldn't
something
get
like
that
that.
in like a half a game. So
Yeah.
I would send him out.
Yeah, he would have got. I think he would have got it, but I think I'm agreeing with you. It's a bigger thing than a record. You're not going for that. You didn't establish at the beginning of the season. You didn't play for that record. You played for the Super Bowl, right? So it was good on his part for saying like, hey, whatever the coach want me to do, that's what I'm going to do. So that's outstanding. So let's go back out there. Who's gonna face the Lions, which is gonna lose? Is gonna be the Rams. As far as me and Kareem. Kareem, tell me why the Lions are gonna come out of here.
Oh, because they pip slapped them last year, and they're gonna pip slap them even harder this year.
I think you just said it. I could have said it better. Plus, Stafford's coming back to town. Yeah, everybody know that he started in the Motor City. So
he's like, thank you for the Super Bowl. I will let you win this game. Are you going to win all the other games after this?
Now is your time for a Super Bowl. I already got one. So Ronnie, tell me why.
Same reasons. Exactly the same way. I think the Bills are just a better team. They're just gonna get demolished.
All right. So going down now. Both of you guys got the Bucks. One got Philly. So let me go with the Philly guy first. Kareem, tell me who's gonna win the Bucks between the Bucks and the Eagles.
No. I said Bucks.
And the Green Bay. My bad.
See, isn't my matchup more fun? Bucks versus Packers. They would have to play in. Where would they play, in Tampa or in Green Bay?
They will play on Green Bay. Okay. Green Bay had a better record than them.
Okay, give me if it's Bucks Packers. Yeah, give me. Yeah. Green Bay will go.
Green Bay got that one if that happens. Yeah, most definitely. Now, we don't need to explain the obvious. Like they cannot hang out in the cold weather. There's gonna be an outside game. It's talking about being cold.
But that sets up Wisconsin. My NFC matchup, Lions Packers for the conference. So I'm just saying.
You said it. You count it. You got it here. We call football. So Ronnie, who you got between the Eagles and the Bucks?
I want the Bucks, but I'm going with the Eagles as a more sensible take. I want the Bucks to win, but the Eagles are going to beat them.
I just don't like you right now, man.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Don't worry, you'll like me next. You'll like me next.
The next me right now, man. So so definitely got the Eagles winning this one. Definitely Eagles got that dual threat. They could kill you in the run. They could kill you in the deep pass. They got AJ Brown, which he got caught in camera sleeping this past weekend on national TV. But definitely got the Eagles on this one. So I got the Eagles seeing the Lions, and this one will be in the Motor City. So now, by being the first seeded team is going to be out there in the Motor City. So Ronnie, talk to me. Who you got in this one?
This is where I go with the Lions.
This is where you go with the Lions. It don't matter if the Bucks wins or the Eagles.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The Lions goes. All right. How about you, Kareem? Who you got in this one?
My matchup would be the Lions versus the Packers. It would be the Lions in a very hard-fought game until the third quarter, and they come away with it. The Lions.
Okay. All right. So now we have a Super Bowl with the Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Mm-hmm. In this one, particularly this one, who do you got, Kareem?
Man, that is so tough to say. But I said it at the beginning of the year, and I'm saying it now. This is the year of Detroit. The Lions are going to do it. I'm sorry, what was your friend's name that's the Lions fan? I'm all the way. I think
probably around somewhere.
I think Baltimore just falls a little short to Detroit. It just seems like they're supremely locked in. This past Sunday night football game for the division, they played against the Vikings for number 1 seed and for the NFC North. And not only did they win, but they smoked out their biggest division rival 31-0 or 39-0.
Yeah, it was
crazy.
Yeah, it was like the first quarter, like, let's hang out to see what you got. That's it. Gone.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. So, Ronnie, talk to me, man. Who you got?
So for me, it would be the Lions versus the Bills. I think it's the Lions. I think they're locked in and they're gonna finish it out. I when I was on last, I did say that it would be the Lions versus the Bills in the Super Bowl. That's what I predicted, like 6-7 weeks ago. And I'm sticking to it, and I do think the Lions are gonna win.
All right, so since both of you got the Lions by how much?
Be pretty close. I would say like maybe a touchdown, 7.
By a TD, all right.
I go 5.5. So
5.5 in there.
Yeah.
Well, with me, it's not going to matter because I got the Baltimore Ravens winning this one because the 2-time MVP, possible 3-time MVP, all right, will get a vengeance. Motor City is literally great, and I would love for them to win too. So either whoever wins it, I'll be okay with it. Yeah, I'll be okay. But
the Ravens are a bird, and the Falcons are a bird team. So the bird team,
the G's with the bird gotta happen. Right? It's just
I only said that for you, Ronnie. I knew you would laugh at that.
All right, so Baltimore Ravens. I think the Lions haven't seen a team like this. Like I said, play action will be a big deal in this one. Even though the other side has also a good play action going, but the quarterback doesn't kind of move a lot. But that's the headache that the Lions were going to be facing in the Super Bowl. So hopefully he doesn't get too anxious like he's already right now against the Steelers. So I got the Baltimore Ravens winning the Super Bowl, and my two colleagues here, Ronnie and Kareem, has the Lions. So please make sure to let us know in the comments who you got for the Super Bowl, okay? Because we're going to take accountability screenshots, and we're going to bring them back whenever it comes to Super Bowl week. So if your brother's still in here, if John B's still in, who you got in the Super Bowl, tell us why, and we appreciate it for being in here. So with that being said, let's go out there and call it a day. You already know. Let's go.
We call football.
Okay, hey, Ronnie, the floor is yours. So go ahead and start, saying goodbyes.
Hey, yeah, I mean, this was fun. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Kareem. Always love talking sports with y'all. And shout out to We Call Sports. Is it 1 year coming up, or 1 year already happened?
And that's exactly what we're gonna jump into here in a second. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Anniversary is coming up. Yeah.
You guys are killing it.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Kareem, what you got, man?
I hope we have a great NFL football postseason. And hey, shout out to player 001 in Squid Games. You did awesome, man. The Mingle song, that Round and Round song, that is a banger.
Oh shoot!
Hey, shout out to Montreal. Hey, Sahar, if you're still watching this, I love you.
Yeah. Hey, Kareem, check this out. Look what your sister got.
Kansas City. Of course you would, you Swiftie.
All right, like Ronnie said earlier, then listen up. We going to our first year anniversary. It's been a road to get here, right? So for that 1 year, it's gonna happen the 20th through the 25th. We're gonna be giving free gifts out there. So please, all you have to do is click share and like, and your name will be put in a hat, and then we're gonna do like a little bingo and bring it out. And then we give you whatever we got, and we got tons. We're going to have a video here soon showing what are the giveaways. And please do not let go. Hit that bell and stay tuned, because whenever we come out next week, we will be taking pictures of displaying what we be giving for free and during the anniversary week. Okay, so the 20th through the 25th of January, please click that bell. Every time we come up, you're going to see us. All right. Thank you for joining us Thank you for being here. Ronnie, Kareem, I highly appreciate it for being here. I told you I was going to bring you for playoff time. So we already got the brackets done. So we already know what's going to happen here whenever we come back here in a couple of weeks. All right. So thank you once again. Thank you for everybody being here. We got 5 programs and we call sports. All right. Monday, we call golf. Then Tuesday, we call Sports Puerto Rico. Wednesday, you already know, we call football. And then Thursday, the main podcast, what we call Sports Podcast. And then Saturday, we call wrestling for those wrestling junkies out there. All right. Talking about the Royal Rumble, which is coming here soon. So, hey, stay tuned with us. All right. Hey, once again, thank you for being with us. Measurement of excuses is 0. Do not do nothing wrong. If you got challenges, go through them, make it happen. Never give up. Life is precious. Best thing you can do is what? Reset. Wake up the next day and go out there and get it. All right. So once again, thank you for being with us. This is Nolo Boy, #Red Cup. You already know we got it with me all day, every day. My boy Ronnie, my boy Kareem. Thank you. All right. Let's go.
We call football.
Hey, I hope you liked it. I try to put some more energy in it, but I wanted to hear you guys a little bit more. John D was hitting me up like crazy. Like, let them talk. I was like, well, I'm talking about the Falcons. I'm going to talk. So, like, John D was like hitting me up in the side. So, Tim Swiffy. Oh. What you guys?
I forgot to mention, I wanted to mention during our Dolphin segment that, what's going on in Miami, man? Like, Jimmy Butler wants to leave, Tyreek Hill wants to leave, like all the stars of Miami.
Something in the air, man. There's something.
That's crazy.
Everything is just like crazy. The state of
you would think you would want
to
stay in Miami.
I just don't know what the hell's going on. Like Jimmy Butler out of nowhere. He's like, I thought he was having a great time there. You know, I thought he was